Mm. Hey there, welcome to the stream. I'm sipping my hot tea. It's a cold day here in the Netherlands. It's raining cats and dogs outside. I went out for a long run. I ran a half marathon just about 2 hours ago. I came home and I'm still cold. Like my hands are so cold. So this le- this Lego session that we're gonna do today requires me to have nimble hands that are very flexible. So I need to kind of defrost them a little bit. So glad you can join me today. We're streaming live on YouTube, on Twitch, and on Facebook. If you want to comment, feel free to introduce yourself in the chat. I'll be able to read all your comments no matter where you are watching this from or where you're watching this on. For those of you that are new to the Lego stream, I'm building right now a build that is based on the elements of the Disney Castle. That is a Lego set that came out a couple of years ago, and a Dutch Lego fan has reworked the set into a modular building that is going to be a Disney costume shop. It is a really gorgeous build. It uses almost all the elements from the original Disney Castle set, uh, but I was missing I think eight or 11 elements. So you need a base plate, and this just came in today. This envelope contains the missing pieces that are not part of the original Disney set, but you need them for the windows of the store. And so I had to order these over Bricklink, and they finally came in. So I can now continue to build because these windows are going to be here in on the first floor, or the, let's say, ground level floor. So there was no way for me to build around it. I had to wait until I had those elements before I could continue. So glad you can join me. I'm going to say hi to the people in the chat. We've got, let me put on my glasses here because monitor is far away. We've got Ivo, we've got Benny Bean from Nijmegen, or Benedict actually, and Michiel is there too. And oh, cool. Yeah, Benedict Stoelinga. Yes, I know your parents, I think. If it's the same family, the Stoelinga family, that weren't they in Den Bosch? I'm not sure. Anyway, glad to see you. Talon is also there. Big fan, Francesco from Germany. Also going to Star Wars Celebration. Now, hopefully we'll get to meet because I'm going to be there too. That's going to be awesome. Yeah, we'll definitely set up something. I'm gonna be there for 5 days. I think so. We'll have plenty of time to meet in person. Hey, Paul. Hey, Kathleen. Wonderful. And don't worry if you missed some of my streams. This is my first week. So I took 2 weeks in at the beginning of this year as a winter break, and I'm not fully back to work yet, but I wanted to kind of gradually ease into the work again by doing these live streams. And I'm going to do them, I'm going to try to do them every work day, same time, same place. So on 3 channels: YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook, because not everyone is on YouTube, for instance, or on Facebook. So hopefully by offering it on 3 streams simultaneously, I'll be able to reach most of my followers. And every day will have its own theme. And so I posted. This is probably also why you're here, because you probably saw my update. So I gave some tentative topics per day. So today is Lego Day. Tomorrow is going to be Star Wars Day. Wednesday, I'm going to take you. This is a first. I'm going to take you into my kitchen because I love cooking. I talk about it a lot in my weekly podcast. And so I was like, you know what? That could be fun to just take you to the kitchen. I'll use my laptop, and I'll cook something. And in the meantime, while I'm doing that, we can chat. So it's a bit of an experiment. I have no idea if people are interested in that, but I like to cook, and I like to show you how I cook and what I cook. On Thursday, it's going to be Anime Day, so or anime the Anime Hour. Um, you may know that on TikTok, I've got a pretty popular channel that is mostly centered on anime and on explaining the deeper layers of some of these stories. So I want to cater to that audience as well. That will probably also be simulcasted on the TikTok app, if I can make that work, because that's where most of my followers are that are interested in anime. And then on Friday, it's also a bit of a random chat hour. It's the end of the week, and usually I'm preparing for the weekend. The weekend is usually the time that I read a lot of books, and so I figured, you know what? Since there's a large community out there that loves to talk about books or would like to have recommendations or reviews, well, that may be a good time of the week where I share my enthusiasm for the books that I read, or my distaste. Not every book that I read is worth my time or your time. So that's the schedule. So let's get to work. Let's start, or let's start. Let's continue to build this this Disney costume shop. That's why you're here. You may have seen actually that there was an update last week from Lego, an official update, and they said that they had selected a fan build that is going to be the model, or let's say the inspiration for a Dungeons and Dragons themed set that will come out maybe later this year or next year. And that the winning design was actually built by the same guy who designed this costume shop. He's from the Netherlands. He's from Amsterdam, if I'm not mistaken, and he's a very accomplished Lego builder. And he works as a an environment designer at the studio who made the Horizon Dawn video games. So very talented guy. Anyway, these are my windows. So I've got the transparent window panes and then the frames. I think there are 12 frames. Maybe I don't need all of them, but I'm glad I have them here. They look brand new. This comes from a secondhand store. As far as I can tell, these have not been used. All right, let me get my instructions. Costume shop. So if you are interested in building this yourself, just go to, where did I find this? On Bricklink, maybe? Anyway, just look for the MOC, M-O-C, Disney Costume Shop, Lego, and then you'll be able to find it. Talon wants to know if I'm enjoying The Bad Batch Season 2. Yeah, I just caught up with Season 1. That's what I will be talking about tomorrow during Star Wars Hour. And I've seen the first 3 episodes now of The Bad Batch. I loved how it looked. I thought story-wise it was still a bit... It didn't grab me as much as the final few episodes of the last season. But maybe it'll improve. It was interesting to see Cody again, one of the clones. So yeah, it looked beautiful, but I felt that, I don't know, something was still missing. But it's just first few episodes. It's going to be another long season. So, but I like the dynamics of the Bad Batch. I love how they're tying it in with Rebels as well. So the first season had a surprise appearance of young, what's her name? Oh, I know this, but it's on the tip of my tongue. Anyway, the green Twi'lek who is in Star Wars Rebels. All right, let me go to, where was I? So I've got the instructions here on my iPad, which is super useful because I can zoom in if necessary. I think I did the flowers. That's one of the last steps that I did last time. And did I already? But no, I went way beyond that because I already did the walls here, the back entrance. I did the staircase. That is right here. And then I had to turn it around. Yeah. Then it had that arc over the door. I made the blue doors that are right here. And so I did the walls. What is this? The counter. I did the counter with the pumpkin. And the clock. You remember, if you've seen the previous sessions, I was looking for a clock. And I knew that the clock face was part of the Disney castle, and I just couldn't find it. It took me 3 days to find it. And it was right in one of these boxes. So I had it all the time. I just overlooked it. Stupid. Anyway. Yeah, sorry, Hera. Yeah, Hera. What order do you belong to? I'm just a regular parish priest. Although I do assist in the parishes here in this area, I should say, because it's a big parish with I think about 6 to 8 churches right now. But I'm also working in the media. That's actually my full-time job to produce podcasts and videos and documentaries for TV. And this, live streams. Ah, this is great tea. Fruit tea. I'm not a tea guy, but in the afternoon, I usually don't want to drink coffee because it will keep me up late. Very sensitive. I remember where we were. So I had, the clock was installed, and then I had these gray things. That's where we are. So I did a little bit of prep. So it goes a bit faster. Any plans for a podcast with Father Mauricio? Since you're both very active on social media. Wait, that's a good idea. Maybe I'll have him as a guest. Who knows? His English is not that good. That's what he says himself. So he, of course, since he's from Colombia, speaks Spanish fluently. He speaks Dutch very, very well. I'm not sure about English. But yeah, Father Mauricio is the new pastor of the parish. We know each other from my previous parish. The first season has this of Rebels has the same connect, or no, wait a minute. That's the first season of the Bad Batch has the same connections to Rebels with the appearance of a young Kanan, Hera, and Chopper. Yeah, it was cool to see Chopper also. All right, let's focus on the Lego. So we gonna work on the front entrance here finally, and then that Dungeons and Dragons Lego set looks amazing. Can't wait to see what they will actually turn it in, because of course the fan build is just the inspiration. They can modify it as they want, but it's already, I mean, if it's done by Lucas Bolt, who also designed this, it's going to be a quality thing on its own. So I'm not sure how they're going to improve that. They should just hire him. Okay. Then we're going to do these handrails at the entrance. Episode 3 is the best episode of the series so far. Oh, I'm glad you liked it. Let's see. I think we have to do it like this. But it's great to have the kind of Clone War style animation back. It's been too long. I need 2 of these. Okay. Okay. Every once in a while, I'll have to go look for a missing piece. There you go. And then this. I hope I'm not missing your comments. Look forward to the cooking. I remember when you and Inge shared recipes. Yeah. I love cooking. I've got a great kitchen nowadays, so it's much easier for me to try out new stuff because I have an oven and an induction plate. That's all. I didn't have that in my previous rectory. I had a very small kitchen, and the kitchen was also configured in such a way that it made it impossible to stream from that kitchen. But now we can, and I'm excited about it. All right, so this. Put this here. Nice. And then this here. Whoops. All right. There we go. Next step. I've built that with these sand-colored elements. So it's going to be a bunch of pillars, I guess. Four. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm so looking forward to the Star Wars celebration. Like the last one feels like just a few months ago. It's crazy. I'm going to start working on my documentary that I filmed there in Anaheim. So while I was doing my my run, my half marathon earlier today, I was thinking about how I'm going to find the time to edit that the documentary. And then I had an idea because I had multiple ideas when it comes to Star Wars, and one of them was, since the Star Wars celebration is taking place in the same weekend as Easter, maybe I could do a bit something like a 40-day type of thing with Star Wars, where it would be like a journey through the world of Star Wars, and also a journey of Lent, where I can connect these stories of Lent and the stories of the Bible and then Star Wars. And then I was like, oh, maybe I can take that one step further by maybe creating... wait, is this what I need? 18 of these, okay. What if I take the material that I filmed and divide it into 40 small videos? I met a ton of people. I interviewed a lot of people. And so maybe there is a way to create 40 vignettes, like video vignettes, which of course would be really good for TikTok and for short form. But then it allows me to because if I would do the whole project as a big documentary, of course, it's going to take me a couple of weeks to edit it. But if I divide it into smaller pieces, I can share it more easily, and it won't be as hard, maybe. So I don't know. I'll have to go over the material and see if there is enough there. But I kind of... I like doing it, and it could be like a lead-in to the Star Wars celebration of London. How tall is this one? One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Okay. One, two, three. One, two, three. One, two, three. And by doing these live streams at the end of the day or the end of my work day, so at 5, like right now, it's what is it? Like a quarter past 5 p.m. Oh no, it's already 5:30. Started a little bit later than wanted. Um, that would free up most of the day for me to work on the videos, and then I could still talk about all the other topics. So, for instance, Star Wars Hour tomorrow. If I record it, it could also be another episode for my Story Secrets podcast. And the same with Anime Hour. It does require a bit of preparation, though, of course. It's just random banter. It's not going to be too interesting for the podcast listeners, but I want to see if I can keep my sanity this year by combining stuff that I used to do separately. One of the things I've been brainstorming about with a good friend of mine, Rob Cabasco, also Star Wars and a Lego fan, was to maybe even write a booklet about Star Wars and faith, or using Star Wars as a I don't know, a starting point for to giving some advice about the choices we make in life and the dilemmas and whatnot. Star Wars is a very big treasure trove for all sorts of themes, and of course, George Lucas was very much inspired by the old religious books, not just the Bible, but also other holy books. And so, I don't know. And then, but again, writing a book, I've done it once. That is such an ordeal. That's so much work. And even though I like writing, I just didn't know exactly how I could fit that into my already very busy schedule. So maybe with the whole 40 days idea, I could combine it, just stack it like habit stacking, where you combine various habits so it becomes a routine. Maybe I can do that with a book as well and just write 40 lessons or 40 reflections on Lent and faith and Star Wars. But I don't know if that's going to work. It can also become very contrived and maybe too complicated. Okay, what does it want me to do here? Solo and connected. What does that mean? Connected to what? Oh, to another building. Okay, so if you want to put another building next to this one, then what I'm going to put there now will have to be removed. All right. Okay, well, we'll figure that out later. It's just a bit of side decoration. But of course, this is a modular building, so it's constructed in such a way that it combines with the existing modulars of Lego, of which I have a couple. And so at one point, I will hopefully integrate this into an entire city, an entire Lego street. I have some ideas on how I want to create my own Lego room. So one of the Oh, what is this? Ah, okay. Yeah, so this is just if I ever gonna integrate this, I need to have these as spare pieces. Okay, well, we'll put them aside. One of the advantages of taking a winter break is that you can think of things that I normally don't have time for. And one of these things that I've been um, wanting to do for a long time is to have a more permanent Lego display, or like a Lego city for all the buildings. Um, but I didn't really have a room for it. But now that I've moved my podcasting desk downstairs to my living room, what used to be my office, it's the smallest room of the house. But I think I might be able to construct the Lego city there, which then wouldn't occupy a guest room, because I'd like to have at least one guest room if people want to stay over. Um, and I would be able to like a building like this, you know. Am I going to put it like in one of these bookshelves? It's a bit of a shame to have so many great buildings and not build a city. Plus, as a child, I always wanted to have my own model train set, and I was never able to build one because, well, my mother didn't want to want to have it. She's like, it's just gonna gather dust, and it's too big, and of course I had so many hobbies that I didn't have time to work on it. Plus, I didn't have money for model trains anyway. So, but that's still just one of these things that I was dreaming of when I was a kid. Is like, one day when I'm an adult and I have enough money, I'm going to have myself a model train, like one room or an attic where it's just this huge landscape. And what I loved is not just the trains, but already at that age, like I was 10, were all these tiny houses with that you saw in the catalogs, the toy catalogs, and all these houses had these lights in it. And I think that a lot of my fascination for Lego architecture stems from that time, from that, I want to build a city where if I were the size of a Lego minifig, I would like to live in that city, in that town. So, but if I just keep dreaming about that, like, oh, that would be cool one day, then of course it's never going to materialize. Sometimes you just have to do it. And that's what I'm thinking of now. Well, maybe I'll just design it. And it's funny, I had a dream a couple of, like, last week. I woke up and I was in the middle of a dream building that particular Lego room. And I came up in my dream with a solution how I wanted to do it, how I could use the modular kitchen system from IKEA to maximize. It's a tiny room, but if you do like cupboards on the wall, like you would have in a kitchen, where you have your workspace, and then above it you have the storage, and below it as well, then that would maximize the space that I have in that tiny room. And it would also enable me to store a lot of the leftover Lego, because I have a ton of Lego that's from older sets. And, where are you going to keep that? It's all over the place right now. Okay, now we're finally getting to the windows. This is why I paid so much money because these things are expensive. Anyway, it's still a lot cheaper than buying a whole modular building, because like the Lego modulars, especially now with the new pricing, the 2023 pricing, they go all the way up to 180 euros. Whereas this is basically almost for free. Well, of course, they had to buy the Disney castle, um, but it's fun to get two builds out of one Lego set. All right, these look really good quality. I'm happy with that, and it's genuine Lego. It's not fake Lego. All right, now let's hope it all fits. So I need to have four window panes. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is just for the windows on the ground level, so I guess the rest will come later. Ooh. Yeah, these are really pristine. Were there any scratches on it? I don't think so. Awesome. These come from a shop near Hilversum where I used to work for TV. And it was just a regular toy store, and they sold a lot of Lego. And then at one point, they came up with this idea, well, what if we rent our Lego set? So people can just pay like $10 per week, and they can just build it and then return it and disassemble it. And it became a huge hit, and they made a ton of money, and so they started expanding in multiple cities. And now they also have, since they also buy a lot of, they reinvest a lot of the money they make with the rentals into buying secondhand Lego. And so now they have this online Bricklink store where they have hundreds of thousands of Lego elements that you can order there. So I'm very happy with that. And they were nice guys, very geeky. Every time I went there to rent a set, it would take me 3 hours because I would just be chatting all the time with the guy who ran the store. Like a very, very big Lego fan. And he helped me out with a lot of custom stuff as well, since I was doing these Lego animations. And so sometimes I just needed like a very specific minifigure, and he would just hunt it down for me. Yeah, I was a good client there. But unfortunately, he's only in the northern part of the country, and I live in the southeastern part now. So it's a little bit too far. I don't have a car anymore. So it's become a bit difficult for me to... well, this one has a scratch, so maybe I'll use another window, because this is first ground level floor. I want to have nice windows there. But thankfully, I can just order online. All right. Perfect. Very, very nice. All right. Now it starts to look like a house, like a real building with windows and all. And let me see if I can show this to the camera a little bit. So now it's got windows here. This is going to be the main entrance, and the first floor is going to be with a counter. That's where you pay basically for your for the costumes, and then there are going to be 2 floors up with all sorts of Disney costumes on display, and people can just walk up the stairs here and go to this. There's going to be a really nice hallway here, like an open hallway. So the second level is a bit of a balcony. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. All right. All right, Winter Purple. Sleep well. Thanks. It's 1 a.m. Wow. You must be east of where I live. But thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Let's see. Oh, I'm missing some of your questions here and remarks. Let me take a look. People are talking about the Jedi Tales, or Tales of the Jedi. That's cool. Let's see. The animation of the Star Wars animation is fantastic. Especially the quality of the textures that they use. It feels like the first seasons of Clone Wars. It all looked so plasticky and almost like the Lego game, the various Lego games when they have their cutscenes. That was a bit kind of the vibe. It looked very plasticky, very fake. And now it's just gorgeous, gorgeous animation. Um, the motion capture is kind of similar, I think. They must use motion capture in addition with like manual animation, and but the overall look and the lighting and all that is the software is so much more powerful now. What did people think of the Willow series? I got stuck at the third episode. I stopped watching. It was just like also watching Andor, and um, there were some other series that I needed to finish, and so I don't know. It just didn't grab me as much as I thought it would. So I have to get back to it. Now, 8 white tiles. The Willow series is a bit 80s fantasy style. Yeah, it's true. I think they match the vibe of the original movie quite well. Although I have to say the banter, the dialogue was very, very much like 2023. Maybe a bit too much. It was all like, oh yeah, that's what kids nowadays say. um, Tales of the Jedi was really cool. It was dark, especially the Count Dooku stuff, but I liked it. Tony is also hopping in. Very cool. Good morning to you. Is Star Wars Hour only going to be a live, or is it also a video you're going to upload? It's going to be live on my regular YouTube channel, so I don't have to upload it afterwards because it's already there. When I stream it live, it's also there's also a whole section on my YouTube page where you can see previous live streams. But it's going to be a little bit more chatty than if I would do like a specific video. I might do those as well. Although I have decided that the written videos where I do prepare a lot, that has to stay a hobby. It cannot become my main job because it would take over everything. And this year I really want to focus on the documentary production first, because that is long lasting. A lot of the short videos and the TikToks, it's a lot of fun, reaches a lot of people, but it's also very fleeting. And I'd like to use my time for stuff that is still going to be watched a couple of years from now. I need 8 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's just no way I can compete with the full-time vloggers, you know, the people that only have one channel and that's the only thing they do. Sometimes I'm a bit envious of the people that only have one channel, one subject matter, whereas I do a lot. But that's also, at the same time, what makes it so varied, and it's never boring. I don't know if I could just do Star Wars or just do anime. I like the scope of what I do. All right. Embellishments around the windows. It's so funny how a few windows immediately turned this into a building. And there we go. Good. Now, I'm going to have to get 6 of these shields. I did a little bit of pre-sorting, but not enough. 1, 2, 3. Well, there's no rush anyway. 4. Okay. And then I need some gray stuff. Nope. All right, got 2 more. Where did I put them? Not there. All right, let's focus on the gray stuff first. This is always very time consuming, sorting out all these things. Okay, 1 of these, 2 corner ones. 1, 2. And then 1 like this. Yeah. Okay. Back to the white ones. Nope. Two hours later. I don't see them. Four were in this one. Oh, there it is. Jeez. It's right here. Oh, duh. 1, 2. Andor was so good. Yeah, it was awesome. Can't wait to see the next season. And I want more after that. I want to continue. I want these people to do more Star Wars. Mystery question. What color crystal powers the dark saber? Is there even a crystal in there? I wouldn't know. couldn't be black because it's confirmed by Disney that black crystals are infused with the power of the dark side. I have no idea. Gurgly, Father, I missed the part that you rented this set or bought it. It's no, I didn't rent this set. This is a mock. I already had the Disney Castle, which I built 2 years ago, more than 2 years ago. Should still be up, I think, on the main YouTube channel if you Google for it, or well, no, you don't Google on YouTube, right? If you look for it, but I took it apart a couple of weeks ago, and so now I'm building this new set with the same elements because the castle was okay. It wasn't my favorite because it wasn't a full castle. It was open on the other side. It was a bit of a play thing, and it was very unwieldy, super tall. So I had no place to put it, and it was just, I don't know. I was a bit disappointed, I have to say, in the design. It looked great on the manual, like the photo. And then when I finished it, it was like, yeah, I don't know. It doesn't feel like a full building. So I wouldn't be able to put it in a Lego city. Whereas this modular set, this is going to be a full 4-sided, or actually 5, because there's also the diagonal entry here. But this is going to be a full-fledged building that I think perfectly fits in with the rest of the Lego buildings. Mm-hmm. Oh, it goes here. Ah, I see. Good. Ah. Now we're going to do something in the center. Like there's this circular, I don't know what it is. Probably going to be a statue or something. And this is the how do you call that? The base for the statue. All right, it's going to require some more sorting here. Let's start with this. I've seen those. Positive I saw them in here. Apparently I misremembered. Maybe here? No. All right, let's first go for the gray circle. One of these. Smaller one. Some golden stuff. Okay, that's going to be interesting. So one of these ice cones, like a golden. Okay. Boop, boop. The rest should be in here. This one. This. And then I need those antlers in gold. And here they are. Like these antlers are used often for sets with Lego animals. A yellow? Okay. Here's my yellow stuff. So one of these. And then what is that? Some sword? A sword? These knights don't have swords. Ah, here it is. I think this is the one. Yeah, this is the Lego sword. Tiny, tiny, tiny. And then a blue. Oh, yeah. A blue. Dark blue. Oh, this is dark blue. Let's hope it's in there. Got a bad feeling about this. It's the proverbial needle in a haystack. There's a lot of dark blue, but it's only for the roof. So apparently there should be this one dark blue. Where does it go? Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, it should absolutely be dark blue. And then two of those. Two. Wow, okay. Ah, there it is. More dark blue pieces. And right here, this is the one that I was looking for. Excellent. And then only two white pieces, which should be in here. Or here. Nope. Here maybe. Small pieces are the worst. Especially if it's in a color that it's everywhere. And then you're like, well, I've seen it. I don't remember where. It's very likely that it's in this one, but something tells me that I better start looking for those pieces here first. Okay, let's go. No. Nope. Ah, got it. At least one. I did remember correctly. Now number two. Well, if number one is there, then number two shouldn't be far. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Got it. That's it, right? Oh no, that gray circle. That should be in here. No. Ah. It's dark gray, not light gray. Here it is. Oh. What just fell off? Something. Something. I need to hunt it down, otherwise it's going to be lost forever. Where did it go? Shoot. Oh my gosh. I'm afraid it's already lost forever. I can't vacuum this room for the next century. That's why I needed the extra windows. Yes, true. Yeah, if you Google for Disney costume shop, you'll see what it will look like when it's finished. It's gorgeous. I think it's one of the best mocks I've ever seen. And then he also has a university building based on the Harry Potter set, which is also very cool. I just don't want to sacrifice my Harry Potter set for a modular building, because that's just one of my favorite. It's my favorite set ever, and I'm so excited that apparently they're going to do a Rivendell set. It's going to be also micro scale, just like the Harry Potter castle. And I hope it's going to be a hit for them, so that we get more more Lord of the Rings Lego. They really need to revisit that franchise. Maybe do some Rings of Power stuff, although maybe not as popular as the Lord of the Rings in general. All right. And then this. Right there. And on the other side, put this blue one. Plus the golden whatever it is. And then the knife goes here on the other side. Okay. So it's probably going to be a statue of a knight or something like that. And then I'm going to place this right in the center. So this is kind of the centerpiece. Interesting. How is that supposed to work? Huh? Oh, wow. You can turn it around. Oh, that's cool. It floats, more or less. All right. Very cool. All right. Ah, yes. And then the knight goes on top of it. And that's going to be the end of this step. Awesome. Here is the Lego Knight. And it needs a shield and a spare. Okay, so I've got the knight now. Where is the shield and the spare? I don't remember having seen them anywhere. So it's going to be I don't remember in the original castle that the knights had spears. Spears? Oh, there you are. I found them. So I guess they had. All right. So spear. Yep. And now a shield. Where can I find? Oh, and there's a shield. I guess it's just a generic shield. Can be anything. I'll give him the blue shield. It looks nice. Awesome. Oh, gorgeous. Here's my knight. I'm going to place him right there in the center. Oh, that looks awesome. Fantastic. Beautiful. All right. Michiel has posted a link to what the finished mock will look like. Thank you. Hey, Cliff. Good evening or good afternoon. All right. So this is what I managed to build. Hopefully, I can show this to you. All right. If I move it to the camera, I hope it's going to focus on the camera. Although it's usually focusing on my face. So I have to hide my face and then bring it closer and hope it does. Does it focus? Does it focus? No, it doesn't. Go on, focus. Yay! Now it's more or less focused. So you can see the knight there in the center, the stairs, the windows on both sides, and then here in the back is also an entrance. All right, so that does it for today. I'll be back tomorrow for Star Wars Hour. Same channels, same time, and we're going to talk about The Bad Batch. I will do my Season 1 retrospective review. Maybe also record a few of my initial thoughts about the first 3 episodes of Season 2. So that's going to be the subject of tomorrow's live stream, and then Wednesday, for those of you that enter the stream later, Wednesday, same time, same place, I'm going to be taking you to my kitchen, and we're going to cook together. It's going to be Ask Me Anything session, basically, or Cook Me Anything, maybe. And then on Thursday, it's going to be anime, so I'm going to do probably a retrospective on the first season of Chainsaw Man. And then maybe I'll talk about some other stuff that I'm watching. And then on Friday, it's going to be, thank God it's Friday, so that's also going to be like a general chat, but I'm going to focus it also on, I'm going to give you some of my book reviews, because I this year I read about 3 books per week. So I always have a lot of thoughts about the books that I read, and so I'm going to share that with you on Friday. So if you want to get notified, then you may want to follow me on social media, on Mastodon, on Facebook, on Instagram. It's all Father Roderick. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. There is a specific Lego channel also. Just look for Brick Priest. So this live stream goes to my general YouTube channel. All the live streams go to my general YouTube channel, and then later on I'll upload the file also to my Brick Priest Lego account for people that just want to focus on the Lego. All right. Thanks for stopping by. And Carrie wants to know how much time this has taken so far. A couple of days, or a couple of evenings. It took a lot of time to actually deconstruct the old castle. That took me an entire day, because there's thousands of pieces. And then what I usually don't stream is the sorting process, where for every step I prepare that in advance. So today I didn't do that. That's why you saw me just looking through all these pieces. It's a bit nerve-wracking because I don't want to just waste your time and my time just online looking for that one little brick that I'm missing. So So I'll try to do that in advance. I don't know if I'm going to stream more Lego this week. If I do, it's not going to be on 5 o'clock, but it may be later in the evening or some other time when I'm in the mood for some Lego. But this is going to be, at least for this week. What I will do is, at the beginning of each week, I will publish my streaming schedule so that you know what the topic is going to be for a particular day. This is just like the first week that I'm trying this out. So the subject matters may change in the future, but let's give this a try. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll talk to you all later. Take care.